Okay, my videos keep cutting out. That is very upsetting, and I'm sorry about that. I am meant to have a much longer video, but I guess I'll just have a couple short videos that I'll put out just in sequential order of some random stuff, just working in the greenhouse and showing things off. So let's talk about cuttings now. We're going to take a look at some of my cuttings that I did about a week ago, see what's going on, and then we're going to look at this plum tree that is heavily flowering right now. And I need to hand pollinate it, so let's take a look. All right. So this is the plum tree. Now, as you can see, it is flowering many months early. It's 40 degrees outside, it's cold, but in the greenhouse, it's tricked. It thinks that it's time to flower. It is planted in the ground, in the greenhouse, and it's been planted for about a year. You can actually see the greenhouse broke it right there, but still flowering, even past its breaking point. So it's a strong tree. I'm probably gonna have to hand pollinate it or something. I hope that all those fruits will still set with no bees, because we have no bee activity at all going on. These are some apple cuttings that won't take unless I trim them down. They see what I find with cuttings is see it says apple tree. What I find with cuttings is that you have to have, I want to say 3/4 or like 2/4, at least half of the actual cutting has to be buried in the dirt for the cutting to be a success, because it has to, you got to think, it has to grow roots, new roots. So a good amount of that cutting has to be in the ground in order to have a healthy root structure. These, let's see what these are. These are elderberry cuttings. And these were done a week ago, and you see, if you look really closely, they are budding out. Now, I was hoping those would bud out quick. That's awesome. Let's see here what we got. If you look very closely, these are budding out too. These are goji berry cuttings. That is great as well. And these were literally done a week ago, and they're budding out. This is a scarlet cutting. Not the same situation is happening here. This might not live. It's a good sign that all the leaves are still green, although they're dropping. Unlike other plants, unlike deciduous trees, I should say, the jabuticaba does not, the cuttings do not take quickly. And the cuttings usually do not take, period, because I think it's harder to do more tropical tree cuttings. I think it's a lot harder, actually. Just because of the deciduous nature of these trees, since they go completely dormant when you do a cutting and put it in the greenhouse. Around this time of year, they'll be jump started, and they will take and they will flourish. So these are just some Japanese privet trees that I use for bonsai. Oh, gotta be careful not to damage them. And they're coming out too. So I can't really reach back there, but we've got a lot more cuttings budding out. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. You see the mulberry cuttings are pretty much all taking, which is great. And they're budding out. So let's say I have about 30 mulberry cuttings. Probably 40, 50 other mulberry cuttings, and then that'll be great when that all buds out. So let's just check out this young loquat. It wasn't growing for a while, but you can actually see it's got that tiny little bud on the top. It's about to bud out right there. So everything's looking happy. Like I said in my other video though, we are going down to 22 degrees tonight, and that is going to be insane. I've got this Campo Ramon here. I'm gonna have to be heating with water and electric heat. So it's gonna be insane for sure. Hopefully it's our last little cold front coming through. Although Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, did predict 6 more weeks of winter. So that's that. If you know the groundhog, you know the groundhog. And but hopefully he's wrong, and this is our last cold night, and I won't have to be heating the greenhouse anymore with extra things. I'll actually probably have to be using the water to cool the greenhouse, because interesting thing about water is in a greenhouse you can heat the greenhouse with water in the winter, and then you can cool it with water in the summer. So, that's really cool. Water's an amazing thing. If it wasn't for water, we wouldn't have any of these beautiful plants. So, I'm just focusing on this right here because I really would like to know for sure what it is. I have written on there that it's a Eugenia unknown. But I guess, with a lot of these rare Eugenias, it's actually hard to tell what it is until it fruits. So, they say sometimes like 2 to 3 years and it could fruit. So hopefully soon we get a fruit off of that and we know for sure what it is. But this video is really not going to be that long. Just kind of checking up on everything. Let's check up on the red. Oh yeah, that's new growth down there. The red's doing good. So yeah, that's pretty much that. The greenhouse. We'll show the new growth. The loquats love in the greenhouse. That's the new growth on the loquat. The only problem, and I really hope it flowers soon, it's quite large. The only problem is, you see the roof of the greenhouse is right there. So it's right at the roof. So, I would hate to cut it. I want this thing to get tall. It really doesn't like the winters. I sourced it from South Carolina. So they have similar winters to North Carolina, but obviously we get colder. So it's a lot happier in here in the greenhouse. And believe it or not, that big one that I just showed you right here, this huge loquat, or decently sized loquat, I got them both at the exact same time and the exact same size. And this is its brother or sister that is so much smaller. So the other one just grew faster. And that's the interesting thing with plants and genetic variability, and just how different one plant that can be from the next, that is actually technically the same genus. It's just different. That's my fig tree that you can see at the tip. It's about to bud out. And this is actually a cutting from last year that I saved. It was about it was a fat cutting, so I hope it fruits this year. But it was probably a 6-inch cutting, 7-inch cutting. Now it's about that size. Hopefully it comes out and it's got some great figs for me this year. That would be amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got growing on the inside here. Check out the orange Crocs. Dirty. Crocs are great garden shoes. If you guys you're looking for garden shoes, get yourself a pair of Crocs. All you gotta do is hose those bad boys off. You know, it's really muddy here. It's been raining. It's pretty much your only option. You can slide them on and off. You gotta run into the house. Yeah. And I do orange because it makes me feel like a duck, to be honest. I love it. I got duck feet out here. I got gardening duck. It's great. So, yeah, that's what I got going on the greenhouse. I'm gonna go and probably move some strawberries in here because I want to get some strawberries going. Yeah, I feel like strawberries will fruit around the same times as plums around here in zone 7B. And the plum tree's fruiting in the greenhouse, so if I brought some strawberries in here, they're everbearing strawberries, so they never go dormant around here. They actually stay with their foliage on, but they don't produce all year. So I'm thinking they might actually produce all year in the greenhouse, which would be great. I love some fresh strawberries. So I'm going to get some of those, get them planted out, move them in here in a pot. There's actually plenty of room in the greenhouse right now because I've got all my seeds and seedlings in the house. So once I move them out here, I'm going to move the loquat outside, the big one, and probably both. So I'm going to have to be making some room in here once they come out here. I've got about 25 seedlings and 100 seeds planted, easy. Mostly Java de Cabo. And some superior lemon drop mangosteen, of course, which I cannot wait to get. I really hope they come up soon. Beautiful plant, like bright red, new growth, and just a great plant. That's from Flying Fox Fruits. He's kind of growing out and producing that variety, making them available. The superior lemon drop mangosteen. So yeah, they sell quick. When I had some lemon drops, they sold quick. People love lemon drop mangosteen. So yeah, that's that, and hope you guys have a great day. And if you watch to the end, check out my eBay channel, which is Rare Jungle for Sale. Just spelled regular, all one word, Rare Jungle for Sale at ebay.com. I've got some plants on there listed. I got some other stuff listed I'm interested in. I offer a Java de Cabo t-shirt, which is pretty rare in itself. It's a great t-shirt. It's a graphic that is my profile picture graphic. It's just a Java de Cabo branch with some fruit, and then it says Java de Cabo with the scientific name on the bottom. It's a cool shirt, so if you want to check that out or get that, that's available on my eBay. Free shipping for $20-something, pretty fair price, and check that out. Got some plants, got some Java de Cabos on my eBay listed. I definitely need to start doing some bids or some auctions. Sorry, need to start auctioning some of my bigger plants off for a bigger price. That would be really great. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day and take care. Thanks for watching. Oh, and subscribe and like, of course. We'll be doing more videos very soon.